I'm Charlie Smith. I'm back after that nice interlude by Adrienne Mack, our movies editor. And we do have a lot of Asian content in our movies section this week. A couple of other stories that we had. One was involving the Vancouver Coastal Health Authority, and it is running a $1.7 million deficit by the end of June, and this is according to the CEO, Dr. David Ostro. They've made some cuts recently to the Mood Disorders Association and to an art program. There are issues regarding residential care. One of the challenges for the Vancouver Coastal Health Authority is the BC government is keeping a lid on spending, and they don't want to spend too much, and that has an effect on the health authorities because they are big spenders of public funds. You know, the Ministry of Health is well over 40% of the provincial budget, and then from there, the Ministry of Health has to allocate its funds basically in three major areas. One is for pharmacare, which is for drugs, prescription drugs, the public plan. Another is to the Medical Services Commission, which pays physicians largely. And then the third area is to the health authorities, which pay for nursing, residential care, acute care hospitals. Well, the Vancouver Coastal Health Authority in the 2012 service plan had a budget of $3.46 billion planned for this year. Of that, $2.1 billion was for acute care. So the acute care hospital sector is actually a significant portion of the budget. The next biggest section was residential care, which is often care for seniors living in homes, and that was under $500 million. So that's one of the big stories. Another story we did, which had an Asian connection, was I wrote an article about a new book by Gurpreet Singh, and it was about the murder of an immigration inspector in Vancouver in 1914. So it was a history book, and that came out of the Komagata Maru incident. What was happening was the people from South Asia, India primarily, but what's also known as Pakistan and Bangladesh, is that they were stopped from coming to British Columbia because of racist immigration legislation. And the vote was taken away from them in 1907. Well, a man named Gurpreet Singh wanted to challenge that. He chartered a Japanese vessel called the Komagata Maru and came to BC with 376 passengers. It came into the harbor on May 23rd, 1914. And the immigration people, including William Hopkinson, would not let the passengers disembark. So on July 23rd, they were shipped back out of the harbor, and they went back to India, where some of them were killed. And then what happened was one of the leaders of the local Sikh community, he was murdered in early September, Bhag Singh, and one of his associates, Meewa Singh, decided to take revenge and murdered William Hopkinson in the provincial courthouse in October of 1914. So Gurpreet Singh, one of our contributors, has written a book about this. It's a very interesting story and a slice of history with BC. So I've really enjoyed, I'm Charlie Smith, chief editor of the Georgia Straight, and I've really enjoyed being with you on WOW TV again for another week. And I hope you have a nice afternoon and evening.
感谢收看今天的大温故事，我们下期再见。